Welcome back at 6:14. Another setback in ceasefire talks between Israel and Hamas this morning. Israel and the U.S. have recalled negotiators from Gaza, accusing Hamas of not acting in good faith.
Yeah, this comes as international concern swells for the growing humanitarian crisis in Gaza, with starvation sweeping through the war-ravaged region. Jared Hill has the latest.
In Gaza, women clamor for food at a U.S.-backed aid point, but dozens of people have reportedly starved to death in the region over the last few weeks, according to the Hamas-run Ministry of Health. Holding his emaciated son, this father says the child is suffering from lack of food and drink. A doctor with the American-based aid group Med Global says they're worried there will be more deaths. The concern comes amid a new stalemate in talks to end the war in Gaza. Late Thursday, the U.S. cut short its ceasefire negotiations. President Donald Trump's special envoy, Steve Witkoff, said in a statement, Hamas does not appear to be coordinating or acting in good faith, continuing they'll consider other ways to bring the hostages home and create a more stable environment in Gaza. The State Department has not elaborated. Earlier this week in Washington,
I'm Keith Siegel. I was held hostage by Hamas for 484 days.
Survivors and families of those still held hostage by Hamas gathered in front of the U.S. Capitol.
This fighting puts the lives of the hostages at risk every single second.
Meanwhile, a diplomatic firestorm is brewing. French President Emmanuel Macron announced Thursday the country will recognize Palestine as a state, the first G7 nation to do so. Israel and the U.S. slammed the plan, with Secretary of State Marco Rubio calling it a reckless decision that only serves Hamas propaganda.
Now, Hamas responded to the breakdown in negotiations, writing in part, quote, "We've always behaved with high responsibility to conclude a comprehensive, viable, and practical deal that can grant a permanent ceasefire and put an end to the suffering of our people."